Hi guys, BLP Jet Ski here. Out riding today. So we're riding my son's 300 and my 325 over there. Started riding and he noticed reduced power. He said, Dad, the ski won't go over 7,000 RPMs, which was about 53 miles an hour. He said it responds good, everything's good. Tried it in sport mode, same thing. It would not get there really fast, but it would not go over the 7,000. I rode it myself just to check. It was P0106. Talks about absolute pressure in your intake. So I thought maybe at first he might have blown the seam of the intake here, but it's a stock ski. It's got a catch can and a cold air intake. So I just didn't feel that's what it was. We stopped and checked the ski even before the code came up, but he noticed reduced power first, and then a few minutes later the code popped up. So we went ahead and took it to the landing and loaded everything up and came back home and started doing some research. And what we found was this. This clamp right here that goes into the supercharger was loose, and this hose had slipped back almost all the way off, but not quite all the way. And I'm assuming that that's what the problem was. We've checked everything else, checked all of our sensors, checked all of our hoses, tightened everything, but this clamp was loose and this hose has slipped almost all the way off. So I'm assuming it was taking in air right there, which was causing the absolute pressure for the intake to be screwed up. I did check the intercooler. It's not leaking. Everything else is good. I had a few other hoses that were loose. But, so if you happen to get that code, this is a 2023 rxpx 300. So if you happen to get that code, check all of your, that'd be the very first thing I'd recommend you do, is check all of your hose clamps and make sure they're all tight. And like I say, I think that's my problem. I hooked my map tutor to it. It still showed the code. I cleared the code. It hasn't come back. Of course, I can't run it a whole lot. Just sitting here in the yard, just enough just to crank it. And I did crank it up and run my hand along the intake here and give it a little bit of throttle just to see if I could feel any suction or anything, to see if it had maybe broken that seal. It's all good. I think we're good and fixed. But there again, if you have that code, P0106, it's absolute pressure on your air intake side. And what I found was that hose clamp loose and the hose slipped back. So I think it was allowing it to draw air, not allowing the system to pressurize. And that sensor just could not pick up good. So if you have that problem, that's probably going to be your best bet. As you can see, we haven't even washed the ski off. We've been out riding, so it's still dirty. We'll do that now, but I kind of wanted to get to the bottom of what the problem may be. And that's what we found, was a loose intercooler hose. So I hope this helps you out in the future. If you have those problems, check your hoses, your connections, and obviously check your intercooler for leaks. This one was good. So over and out. Hope it helps somebody in the future. Have any problems and you can't figure it out, reach out to us. We'll be glad to help you the best we can. So thank you so much.